It'll be better on.
We'll call the meeting to order. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Good evening, everyone. Tom, would you please take the roll call, please?
Mayor King.
Present.
Councilmember at Large Austin.
Here.
Councilmember Baker.
Here.
Askin.
Present.
Fisher.
Present.
Waller.
Here.
Preschusta.
Present.
Postma. Present.
You have a quorum, Your Honor.
Thank you. Item number one is the adoption of the agenda with the addition and with the clarification that item number 19 is a filling of an appointment that's an unexpired term, so it would be immediate and then be reassigned as of the first meeting in December. So with that agenda and that clarification, looking for an adoption of the agenda.
So moved. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The motion carries. Item number two is a motion approving the minutes from November 7th, 2022 meeting.
So moved. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Under item number three is recognitions and awards. We have a retirement of Randy Overrocker from Public Works. Stephen.
Yes, Randy was not able to make it tonight, but I just wanted to touch on a few things about his career. Randy started with the city in December of 1979, so working through the end of October 2022, so 42 years and 10 months. So he had a very long career with the city of Austin, working in the Public Works Department the entire duration. He started out as a mechanic and then advanced to be a shop supervisor for us for that time. And I think his goal was to reach number one on our city employment list, and he was able to do that start of last year when Cheryl Hayes retired.
See who could outlast the other.
With him retiring, he's our last person that was hired in the 70s. So just a long employment that he had with the city, and just wanted to recognize him for his time with us and say thanks for the time that he had.
Excellent. Yeah, we wish he was here to thank him in person, but we thank him for his service, and I'm sure you'll get that note to him. So appreciate that, Stephen. Item number four is a motion for the consent agenda, please.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? That motion carries. Under the public hearing, item number five is reviewing the renewal of currency exchange license application from Tienda Taqueria Guerrero Incorporated. Ann?
Yes, this is something that we do on an annual basis. The state of Minnesota issues the currency exchange license, and it requests that the city hold a public hearing. We noticed this in the paper and are asking for any public input.
Council, any questions of Ann? If not, looking for resolution for item number five.
Here for the public.
Oh, public. Anybody here from the public wishing to speak on item number five? Hearing none, seeing none, looking for a resolution for 5A, approving or not approving the renewal of license.
So moved to approve.
Okay, is there a second?
Second.
Thomas?
Councilmember Baker.
Aye.
Askin.
Aye.
Fisher.
Aye.
Waller.
Aye.
Preschusta.
Aye.
Postma.
Aye.
Councilmember at Large Austin.
Aye.
Resolution passes 7-0, Your Honor.
Thank you. Item number six, under the bid award, is receiving bids for the Riverside Arena siding project. Stephen?
This project was identified in our 2022 CIP for replacing the siding on the gable ends of the Riverside Arena, as well as the siding that runs right beneath the roof line. And we had a $200,000 budget for this project. We took bids last week, had two bidders. Low bidder was Equity Builders and Construction Services in the amount of $138,750. This work will likely be started and completed in the spring, soon as weather conditions are favorable. But we wanted to get this project moving and give them time to order supplies and materials with everything that we're hearing about that. So with that, we would recommend awarding this project to Equity Builders.
Is there a color change on that, or what's the color going to be?
You know, everything's, besides the south end that's red, everything's browns. We can't change the block, which are brown, so we'll go with a light tan color, most likely, unless someone objects.
Deep fuchsia? No?
All right, any other questions for Mr. Lang on this? Then looking for resolution to approve item number 6.
So moved.
Okay, is there a second?
Second.
Tom?
Councilmember Baker.
Aye.
Baskin.
Aye.
Fisher.
Aye.
Waller.
Aye.
Bashusta.
Aye.
Postma.
Aye.
Councilmember at Large Austin.
Aye.
Resolution passes 7-0, Your Honor.
Thank you. Item number 7 is a resolution certifying the results of the November 8th, 2022 general election. Ann?
Before you is a resolution with the results of the election. I'd like to thank the team of election judges that served that day, including Councilmember Postma, and Holly also served that day. Your service to the community is greatly appreciated, so I would request that you adopt this resolution.
Council, any questions for Ann?
I think the only addition I'd have is a thank you to Ann and her staff as well. I know just a massive amount of work goes into elections every year.
Yes, echo that. Thank you, Ann. Looking for a resolution, then certifying the results.
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Tom?
Councilmember Baker.
Aye.
Baskin.
Aye.
Fisher.
Aye.
Waller.
Aye.
Bashusta.
Aye.
Postma.
Aye.
Councilmember at Large Austin.
Aye.
Resolution passes 7-0, Your Honor.
Next time, item number 8 is a resolution setting a public hearing for December 19th, 2022 on the adoption of the 5-year capital improvement plan.
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Tom?
Councilmember Baker.
Aye.
Baskin.
Aye.
Fisher.
Aye.
Waller.
Aye.
Bashusta.
Aye.
Postma.
Aye.
Councilmember at Large Austin.
Aye.
Resolution passes 7-0, Your Honor.
Thank you. Item number 9 is a resolution accepting the 2023 Hormel Foundation grants. Tom?
Before you tonight are the foundation grants that were recently approved from the Hormel Foundation that will be effective for the 2023 calendar year. All of our items, I shouldn't say all, 6 of the items that got approved, chip loan expansion and business encouragement enhancement program got partial funding. Pedestrian trail from Eastside Lake to Highway 218 got full funding at 120 grand. Delivering the data hotspots got 61,000 as requested. The Nature Center educational programs got 45,000. And fire prevention and education got 5,000. In addition, for like only the second time ever and that anybody could remember, they allowed us to put a request in after the fact for the technology coordinator funding for $50,000 after we found out that the school no longer was offering hotspots. And they also approved that one out of that same allocation budget. Quality of Life got $73,000 for the Artwork Center rent and property reimbursement pass-through and $23,000 for our 4th of July fireworks. So overall, we've been approved for about $573,000 worth of operating grants for next year, and a big thank you to the Hormel Foundation for their funding.
Okay. Yes, we can't overstate what the Hormel Foundation grants do for our city and our residents. So once again, we thank them, and we'll do something more formal, I'm sure, down the road. So looking for a resolution for item number 9, accepting the 2023 Hormel Foundation grants.
So moved the resolution.
Second.
Tom?
Councilmember Baker.
Aye.
Baskin.
Aye.
Fisher.
Aye.
Waller.
Aye.
Bashusta.
Aye.
Postma.
Aye.
Councilmember at Large Austin.
Aye.
Resolution passes 7-0, Your Honor.
Thanks, Tom. Item number 10 is a resolution granting the 2023 off-sale liquor license, club on-sale license, and wine on-sale licenses. Ann?
So these are the early licenses that are co-issued by the state. So for the off-sales clubs and wines, everyone renewed this year with the exception of Kenny's, did not renew their liquor license this year. So we would request that you adopt this resolution to get those going, and then we will approve the rest of the liquor licenses and the rest of the licenses for all of the city in the December meetings.
And as far as you know, that Kenny's wasn't an oversight, or you
Nope,
forgot?
nope, they chose not to renew. So just noting that.
Okay, thank you. Any questions for Ann on item number 11? If not, looking for resolution? I'm sorry, 10.
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Tom?
Councilmember Baker.
Aye.
Baskin.
Aye.
Fisher.
Aye.
Waller.
Aye.
Bashusta.
Aye.
Postma.
Aye.
Councilmember at Large Austin.
Aye.
Resolution passes 7-0, Your Honor.
Thank you. Also, this will be Ann. Item number 11 is a resolution adopting the 2023 city fee schedule.
So this is our fee schedule for 2023. The first part of it is mainly the license fees. We've highlighted any changes or changes in names for those particular things. And then the second half of it is the rest of the miscellaneous fees for the rest of the departments for the city. So if there's any questions, we can answer that.
Any questions for Ann, council? If not, looking for resolution for item number 11.
So moved.
Second.
Tom?
Councilmember Baker.
Aye.
Baskin.
Aye.
Fisher.
Aye.
Waller.
Aye.
Pashusta.
Aye.
Postma.
Aye.
Councilmember at Large Austin.
Aye.
Resolution passes 7-0, Your Honor.
Thank you. Item number 12 is resolution approving an ICM agreement with International Paper. Stephen?
This agreement, like others, regulates the strength of waste discharged from International Paper. Anything greater than normal household waste is categorized as strong waste, and we have an agreement before you tonight that limits or sets limits to their flow, their strength, their suspended solids, their nitrogen, and their pH. This is a 3-year agreement, similar to the previous 3-year agreement, and we would recommend approval.
Questions, council? Looking for resolution for item number 12.
So moved. Second.
Tom?
Councilmember Baker.
Aye.
Baskin.
Aye.
Fisher.
Aye.
Waller.
Aye.
Pashusta.
Aye.
Postma.
Aye.
Councilmember at Large Austin.
Aye.
Resolution passes 7-0, Your Honor.
Thank you. Item number 13 is resolution requesting feasibility reports for 2023 street projects. Stephen?
In order to meet all the different timelines for assessments and everything for 2023, we need to get started on those projects in the near future. So Mitch has put together a list of projects that are identified that we would like to request feasibility reports on. And I won't run through each one. I'll leave it at that in case anybody has any questions about their neighborhood project.
Questions, council? If not, looking for resolution for item number 13.
So moved.
Second.
Tom?
Councilmember Baker.
Aye.
Baskin.
Aye.
Fisher.
Aye.
Waller.
Aye.
Pashusta.
Aye.
Postma.
Aye.
Councilmember at Large Austin.
Aye.
Resolution passes 7-0, Your Honor.
Thank you, Tom. Item number 14 is resolution approving a contract with Salix Environmental for botanical survey. Stephen?
This is for our siphon replacement project that we've talked about at previous meetings. We have delayed the project a couple years due to funding and making our fund balance work in our wastewater treatment plant fund, but we've continued to push forward on the permitting side of the project. And before you tonight is something that was identified by the DNR, requiring us to do a botanical survey looking at plants and flowers that are in this area. There are some endangered plant species that were identified to be in our general area of the state. So we need to expand and do a more thorough inspection. So there are a select few contractors that are certified and able to do this botanical work by the DNR, but we found one located in Faribault. That is the company the mayor referenced. They gave us a proposal of $5,000 to complete the survey and the necessary paperwork. So this will be an addendum to WHKS's work that they're already doing for us. So we would, in order to move forward with the project, we need to do this. We would recommend approving this consultant contract.
Okay. Thank you, council. Any questions on this?
Stephen, the reason the WHK can't do this is because they're not one of like the certified firms on the state's list of. Okay.
Okay. Any other questions? If not, looking for resolution for item number 14.
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Tom?
Councilmember Baker.
Aye.
Baskin.
Aye.
Fisher.
Aye.
Waller.
Aye.
Pashusta.
Aye.
Postma.
Aye.
Councilmember at Large Austin.
Aye.
Resolution passes 7-0, Your Honor.
Tom, item number 15 is a resolution approving a contract with Chosen Valley Testing for soil borings. Stephen?
For general street reconstruction projects and also larger underground utility projects, it's very important for us to know what the soils are that we're going to be digging into. We want to know if we're going to be running into a high groundwater table, or maybe if there is rock close to the surface that we may run into with our excavations. So getting soil borings completed on these different projects throughout our community helps us to better plan, helps us to provide better information to our contractors, and hopefully in the long run provides for a better bidding environment and eliminates or reduces the chance of change orders during construction to find those unknowns that we can't see under the ground. So we reached out to 3 firms, and Chosen Valley Testing provided the lowest proposal in the amount of $14,892, and we would recommend awarding this bid to Chosen Valley Testing.
Excellent. Any questions for Mr. Lang? Item number 15.
Stephen, do we do this testing, like, is this like every 10 years we do it, or are we just doing it like specifically for the projects that we know we have coming up?
For the projects we know we have coming up, we tend to do this generally yearly. Sometimes we do it right incorporated with a project and you don't see an individual proposal like this. This one we're trying to, again, get ahead of the game, get planning and be prepared for what we don't know is under the ground. So we kind of do it both ways, but it's generally information that we need to acquire on a yearly basis.
Thank you.
Any other questions? If not, looking for resolution for item number 15.
So moved. Second.
Tom?
Councilmember Baker.
Aye.
Baskin.
Aye.
Fisher.
Aye.
Waller.
Aye.
Pashusta.
Aye.
Postma.
Aye.
Councilmember at Large Austin.
Aye.
Resolution passes 7-0, Your Honor.
Thank you. Item number 16 is a resolution approving the 2023, 2024, and 2025 base pay system. Craig?
Thank you, Mayor. Members, as is customary, as we approve labor contracts, we adjust our base pay plan. We have subsequently on this agenda the MNPIA contract. This motion here would adjust our BPS for the 2022 through 2025 periods on a 4-3-3 basis respectively. This would also be applicable to non-union employees. Be happy to answer any questions.
Questions, council?
Motion to approve.
Okay. Is there a second?
Second.
Tom?
Councilmember Baker.
Aye.
Baskin.
Aye.
Fisher.
Aye.
Waller.
Aye.
Pashusta.
Aye.
Postma.
Aye.
Councilmember at Large Austin.
Aye.
Resolution passes 7-0, Your Honor.
Item number 17 is approving the Minnesota Public Employee Association 2023 to 2025 labor agreement. Craig?
Thank you, Mayor. Members, pleased to present to you a proposed 3-year contract with MNPIA. This is our police supervisors union. As I mentioned with the base pay plan, this is a COLA of 4-3-3. There's increases in healthcare contributions over the 3-year period and other items outlined in your packet. Be happy to answer any questions that you have.
Questions, council? If not, resolution for number 17, please.
So moved.
Is there a second?
Aye.
Tom?
Councilmember Baker.
Aye.
Baskin.
Aye.
Fisher.
Aye.
Waller.
Aye.
Pashusta.
Aye.
Postma.
Aye.
Councilmember at Large Austin.
Aye.
Resolution passes 7-0, Your Honor.
Thanks, Tom. Item number 18 is appointing Terry Stowe to the Austin Moore County Home Ownership Fund, term expiring December 31, 2025.
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Item number 19 is a motion appointing Ed Schmidt to the Park and Rec Board. Term is to fill the unexpected term of Justin Hansen, who vacated on October 31, 2022.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? That motion carries. Item number 20 is the addition of the junk house. So let's see, other page, looking for the granting, motion for granting and the Planning and Zoning Department authorization to remove junk at 409 12th Street Northeast, the Chavez Ramos property. Need a motion?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you. That motion carries. Under citizens addressing the council, is there anyone here in the public who would like to speak to the council on something that wasn't on the agenda? Sure. Step to the mic, please. Give us your name and address for the record.
Hi, my name is Peter Waldman. I live at 57834 240th Street.
Welcome, Peter. What can I do for you?
Well, I've come here to try to resolve a very serious and possibly deadly situation. I was in an accident on 7th Street and 5th Avenue, and I was hit by a truck due to an unregulated intersection.
At Northwest, where?
Yes.
Northwest? Okay.
And I've come to find out there are unregulated intersections all over the city. And I have relayed about my injury, as you can see. I've been scarred. I went to Austin Emergency, and then they sent me to the St. Mary's to get this fixed. I'm still dealing with some vertigo, and psychologically, you know, it's not easy. I'm an entertainer and a glass blower, so I'm concerned about that. You know, working with kids and that sort of thing like that. But more so, I feel that this is a dangerous thing. That I've lived in New York for 25 years, and I came back. Went to New York for a wedding. I came back, and the day after I came back, I was hit by this truck. Now, I don't blame the truck as much as I blame the city, because I wasn't aware that there were unregulated intersections. The truck that hit me felt that they had the right of way. I felt that I had the right of way. I went to my appointment at Dr. Bolenberg's. I turned right down 7th, and I see the stop signs, and I see one stop sign that's not there, and I'm assuming it's boy, girl, as far as the stop signs go. And I have no recollection of being hit. All I remember is the impact, seeing the windshield break, and the next thing you know, I'm coming to, and the woman that came to my aid said I couldn't remember my name, and I'm looking at a bloody airbag, and then the next thing I know, the EMTs are getting me out of the car and strapping me up. And then I have to realize, I'm out of control. I have to just let them do what they can. So I've talked to numerous people. 150 times I've told people the story about how this happened. And I talked to a gentleman who was a tow truck driver. And he says, we go to a lot of these. And I said, really? How much do you think you go to? 10%? He said, more. I said, 20%? And he said, probably. So this is a situation that you can resolve very easily. And it's not going to cost a lot of money to put stop signs. Now, I talked to Mr. Lang about it, and I told him this. He said, where did you get the statistics? Well, it's not solid, but I could go to the police and look up all these different police reports and see how many accidents have happened in the last few years or what have you. But it shouldn't. It's something that needs to die. You know?
Well, I certainly am sorry for your injuries and the trauma you had with that accident. Every so often this comes up to the council on our uncontrolled intersections throughout the city, and we do rely upon heavily on the engineers' take on how to design a street, and also Chief McKeegan on the flow as far as where are the accidents, are they more here than other way? You know, we look at that, and so I would welcome if Mr. Lang or Chief McKeegan would like to comment on this, because we do have this arise, but there seems to be pretty good engineering designs and reasons why we do have some uncontrolled intersections. And
how do you know?
At the same
The
time,
thing is I'm not used to this community. I come from New York, and all of a sudden there's no stop sign, and it's unsafe and quite deadly. I could have lost an eye so very easily. I got cut below my eyebrow and above my eyelid, and then it goes up like this, and I could have lost my life. So I don't blame the truck that hit me as much as I blame the city.
okay,
And I resolved to get this done,
thank you.
one way or the other. It's not that, it doesn't cost that much. I understand that the city has immunity, but if I could sue the city and then replace all these stop signs, I would. So where do I go? Do I go to the state? Do I talk to Pete Buttigieg about it? It needs to, something needs to be done.
Well, I thank you for bringing it to our attention. We will take it under advisement. Again, like I mentioned a few times, we do have this from time to time. We discuss it with our engineer and with our PD.
Yeah,
And
time to time. How many times?
Thank you,
How many
sir.
people have to suffer?
Thank you. Sorry for your injuries.
Yeah.
Thank you. Under honorary council member, Alex, anything for us tonight?
I don't have anything.
Thank you for your attendance. Under reports and recommendations, Craig? We had Tom needed to,
Right, I don't have anything, and Mr. Dankert has an item.
okay, Tom?
Just to let everybody know that out on the website is the truth and taxation materials for our December 7th hearing at 6 o'clock. It's fun reading. I know King's already read it 3 times.
I looked for my picture and I didn't see it this year.
No, I took it out. Didn't want to scare the people away. So that is out there for council. If you have any and citizens, if you have any questions, certainly give me a call.
Okay, anybody else, Craig? No?
No.
City council, anybody? We'll start with Rebecca. Any comments?
Nothing, Your Honor.
Thank you. Paul?
Nothing, Your Honor.
Jason?
Just want to congratulate all the Austin students who participated in the swimming and diving state championships last week and wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving.
And didn't AP dance team win some state deal too again? Did I see that in the news?
I believe they did.
They just do it every year, so it's not even news, I guess, maybe.
Dynasty.
All right, thank you. Jeff?
Nothing, Your Honor.
Jeff?
We accepted gifts from the Hormel Foundation tonight, and it's certainly not lost on me, Mr. Dankert, how much work you do on our behalf, and I appreciate that.
Thank you.
Thank you. Mike?
Driving here today, it was wonderful to see all the decorations up downtown. I know that Parks Public Works doing a lot of work on that. Want to also shout out make sure I get the name right, the Austin Enhancement Group, who are the volunteers who are putting on Main Street Austin this Friday. So please get downtown. It's going to be a good, fun, old-fashioned holiday kickoff. So I will see you there.
And also the Hormel Institute's having a State of the Institute on November 29th, I believe, 3 to 4. I know council's been invited. I think it'd be great to have everyone attend that if they could. And with that, I'm looking for a motion to adjourn to Monday, December 5th.
Okay, you forget Joyce.
Oh, Joyce, sorry. God,
I do block the sun over here, so I understand how you didn't see her.
I do have something.
Oh, no, Joyce, what do you have?
The library board is excited and grateful to the Hormel Foundation for approving the Hotspot Data Plan grant for 2023 and a grant to help fund the technology coordinator position. And the official groundbreaking for the construction project was on November 2nd, and construction commenced the very next day. And Julie Kleinfelter presented an update to the Noon Lions group regarding the project, and they have begun fundraising and have already surpassed their goal.
$700-some thousand.
The Lions. Did I miss something?
All right.
Oh, okay. The Lions have surpassed their goal, but Julie will gladly still accept donations.
Take the momentum. That's good.
All right.
All right, thanks, Joyce. Sorry about the oversight there.
That's okay.
All right, looking for a motion to adjourn to Monday,